Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Roger, Ed, and Ross. We're all back. It's the four of us. I love it.
Back.
About damn time.
The quad squad is back, Andy. I'm feeling good and gonna have a great show tonight. But I just want to say this. Because look, I told you guys 2024 was going to be all about fun. And one of the things that I had to do, it was hard for me to do, Andy, but Ed School has taught me less about the ed and more about the fun. And here's the thing, though. Last Friday at my son's 8th grade graduation, like I said, 8th grade graduation, whatever, shouldn't have it, but they do have it. They have it. It's a beautiful thing. And my son won not only student of the year, but athlete of the year. And I just want to say this, Andy, because I can't brag for myself. I'm going to brag about parenting and how great of a job that I'm doing. But congratulations to my son. And you haven't cut me off yet, so I'm going to do you a favor. I'm done, Andy. I'm done.
Wow.
Congratulations,
Good
Kelly, man.
job.
Yeah,
Kelly,
awesome.
Kelly must have done a hell of a job.
See, I knew that's where it was going to go. I knew that. I mean, that's
Right. How good? Hey, how good was Kelly at high school sports, Ed?
She was quite the softball
She
player.
must have been a baller. Right.
I've seen Ed's jump.
We know where he got
It's
it.
not that bad.
Hits him like Naylor. She hits that ball like Josh Naylor did in Colorado.
All right.
Nice. All right. Well, Ed is
All right.
not talking about himself. He's having fun. And to show an example of that, he's talking about what a great dad he is. So well done.
Thank you.
You'll have to give my boy some pointers when he gets up a little bit older. But
Okay.
that's just a joke. I don't actually want you to do that. That'd be terrible. All right. Well, excited to have everyone back. Ross, I hope you can make it for the majority of the show. We have a producer, so everything should be a little bit better. Should be what you're used to, just a little bit better, a little less terrible. So let's get it started with the Dawg Chug update. We got a lot of news out there. I think it's time to give the people what they want.
Or don't want.
All right, here we
However you
go.
want to put it.
New Steelers failed QB Justin Fields laughed off reports he could return kicks this season as a way to contribute if Russell Wilson wins the job after special teams coordinator Danny Smith sent a message that no matter who you are, you should expect to contribute on special teams. So let me get this straight. One of the coaches said that everybody will need to be ready to contribute to a crucial part of the game, and your takeaway is to downplay and laugh off that he was talking about you? He'll fit right in with that inbreed fan base. No wonder Chicago gave this Buckeye away for a ham sandwich.
All right. On his podcast, QB1 of the Cleveland Browns said that the Steelers-Browns rivalry is one of the biggest rivalries in sports. Now, first of all, Deshaun, before you make such a claim, how about you win one of these games? Or correction, how about you're just healthy enough to play in one of the games, or not indefinitely out of the league for diddling shenanigans? Well, listen,
Diddler.
to this quote about the rivalry that he said on his podcast. It's even bigger than Cincinnati. It's not Baltimore. Baltimore's up there, but it ain't as real as Pittsburgh. So everyone go check out QB Unplugged on Apple Podcasts. It makes even less sense than on Dawg Chug when Ed rants about the metric system.
Ooh, wow.
Fuck them damn Canadians.
Build that wall, Roger. Washington Commanders kicker Brandon McManus received a lawsuit last week from his time with the Jaguars, where 2 flight attendants alleged he was inappropriate with them on a team flight. Brandon has vehemently denied any wrongdoing and wants to know how much this is going to cost him. Tony Busby is circling the wagons. Despite everything looking grim for the kicker, in some positive news, he just got the official invite to become a member of Deshaun Watson's new club, the Alliance of Authentic Allies.
It's an interesting group they got over there. Cleveland Browns enter their second week of OTAs as rookies and vets get started preparing for the 2024 season. But guess what? Nobody gives a fuck because the Guardians are in first place and kicking ass. However, without a late rally, they're about to lose the series against the fucking Rockies. Expect Barking Browns ratings to quadruple next week and Browns and Dawg Chugs to stay in the gutter along with all our other content.
Yeah. I think we got a top 10, Ed.
That's right. We do have a top 10. We have the top 10 things Clevelanders do in Cleveland during the summer. You got to be a Clevelander and you got to do it in Cleveland. Okay. Number 10, grill out and bitch about the Browns, Cavs, and Guardians.
Every year, it's all year.
Number 9, go bowling. That's right. Clevelanders' minds are always in the gutter, anyways.
Big keglers.
Classic, Ed.
Yeah. Number 8, go boating on Lake Erie and drink to forget that you are in Cleveland.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Number 7, car rides. Got to enjoy the couple months of non-potholes. Irving. Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, I think Ross snuck that in there with that one. That is that's very Ed-like with that. Good stuff there.
You thought it was me reading whatever's on the screen.
Well, that's true. I was being wrong. Number 6, go to a Guardians game. Gosh, you got to do that also before August when the Browns start coming in and shit gets a little crazy. Number 5, gamble like a fucking degenerate. Oh, that's just Andy, and that happens 24/7, 365.
Hell yeah.
Number 4, make videos of their kids in sports. Oh, that's just Roger, and that happens like 24/7, 365.
And Ed, athlete of the year,
Number 3, go to Cedar Point, even though it's in Sandusky. Clevelanders claim it like Michigan claims national titles before 1900. Ain't that right, Roger? Number 2, go to different ethnic festivals to stay woke. Got to do that, right? And the number one thing to do, Clevelanders do in Cleveland during the summer is watch the Dawg Chug. And check this out, guys. Imperial viewer evidence shows that we don't gain viewers, but we don't lose as many as the other shows. So
that's a good point.
That's true.
Hey,
that's true. Good
that's
point.
One
well done, Ed.
Yeah.
Well done.
I knew there was a reason we keep you around. Well done.
Right.
Well done. All right. Now we got something.
Andy, I'm sorry to cut you off. This is Ed and I. For 3 years, I've been doing top 10s, and Ed's been doing his break news, and so we started switching. And this is the last time they're going to appear together ever. Ed doing the top 10 and me doing the break news. So we're going to alternate coming up, but this is the last time they're actually.
What a doubleheader, Roger! What a doubleheader!
Roger first, Chicago Falls with break first news. Controversial Major League umpire Angel Hernandez has officially retired. Hernandez drew criticism from players, managers, and fans alike for over 30 years. Hernandez worked out a settlement with Major League Baseball and called it quits, saying he just wants to spend more time with his family, friends, and his seeing eye dog. Strike 3. Come here, boy. In India, athletes fled the Delhi Summer Athletic meeting at the National Anti-Doping Agency arrived on site. On Friday, a men's shot put medalist ran away despite NADA officials giving chase, and a shot putter in the female section also evaded the pursuing testers. Events were canceled throughout the meet due to a mass exodus of athletes to avoid drug scheming. India is third worst in dirty urine sample cases behind only Russia and Josh Gordon. And finally, Milwaukee Brewers fans let their displeasure be heard during a tribute video to former skipper, player, and hometown boy Greg Counsell as they booed the now rival Chicago Cub manager during his first visit back to American Family Field. Considering everything involved in the entire situation, some believe the Brewers' immediate plans to honor the former player manager as soon were ill-advised, and they should have taken better counsel. And that's all for Roger First in Cuyahoga Falls Break First News.
Wow.
Man, are you sure Ed didn't write those?
I know he didn't write them because they were a little on the long side.
Well, here's the thing, too.
Fun fast.
The counsel on counsel action was great, and I got to give him an A+ for that. But here's the thing, Roger, as being Cleveland baseball fans, when we see Craig Counsell, doesn't that bring up 97 World Series? Isn't that
it does. Right?
It hurts. It just hurts, and the fact that you put that in there and sacrificed an Ed pun for break first news. A+, my guy. A+, my guy. And you know what, the audience, you got a treat tonight. You got 2 top 10 and a break first news. Last time, as Roger says, you're going to get that. You're going to get one or the other because here's the thing. It's the off season, and we're running out of ideas.
And we might not. This might not be the last one. I threw my hat in the ring that I was going to do a break.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So well, keep it going, Andy. Keep it going here.
Andy got to write updates every week.
Hey, we'll see what happens. We're never going to say never. Who knows what's going to happen.
That's true. I'll probably do one next week.
We'll forget that we even said it, Andy, and we'll just keep doing it.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Well done, gentlemen. Speaking of gambling, by the way, I have an incredible story about someone getting kicked out. It was unbelievable, but maybe we'll save that for later in the show. I don't know. Okay. Well, anyway, we have a great guest for you tonight.
We have a great guest, man.
Roger, why don't you tee him up? You were the one.
Man, this is a guy that you know what, man, to be honest, I'm going to rat Jessica out. Jessica and I, like, for a year, be like, holy smokes, did you see the shoes in the hat today? It's like they match. It's been going on. And it's just every day, man, he just has like this amazing outfit that matches anything that's going on. Whatever, holiday, whatever, just whatever it is, man. It's a cool collection. He's part of the D4L with those guys over there with Sean and the Brown Spider and all those guys. Slim, he was on our show, a couple of them. So without any further ado, go ahead, Ed. You introduce him. I don't want to screw up the Spanish.
Oh my God! I can't believe you put me on the spot like this. But we got our guy, Pendejo, right?
This is Chief. Yeah, Chief Wahoo. Yeah.
Welcome to the Dawg Chug,
Sorry
Chief.
about that.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
This is your popping your podcast cherry here.
Yes, it is. First
I'm
time.
sorry that it had to be here.
Yeah, that's a really low bar.
It's a bummer.
I couldn't think of anywhere else to start.
Well,
So, Roger teased it a little bit, but you are famous on social media for all of your
absolutely.
your collections and everything, and just want to get right into it. How did this start? How crazy of an obsession is it? How do you build such a mass collection? Just let me know what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's a situation that started. It's very, very addicting. It's tough. It's my one true real vice that's out there is the collection that grows and grows. It started during COVID. It was a coping mechanism. Honest to God, I've acquired all these hats since COVID, and with time, it just went from, oh, here's a couple unique Cleveland hats. I live outside Philadelphia, out here in South Jersey. Always wanted to rep my hometown. Whenever the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, the Guardians come to the Philadelphia area, I'm there repping the jerseys, the hats. But it was just a matter of what else am I going to do? And how can I keep myself occupied? And this hat collection just went from, 10 to 20 through the help of some friends on Twitter, the hat community that's out there. I made some really close friends, some good brothers, and I really mean it true when I say that they're brothers. We started our own hat group, our hat family, the Pendejos, as a play on the Pendejos. Our logo is a donkey. So as a Pendejo, there's Serge. He's one of them. So real quickly, I just want to give props to my brothers out there that formed this group with me. Miggy out in San Francisco, Serge out in Phoenix, Sean in Denver, Ed in Philly, Cato in El Paso, Eric in Fort Worth, and Ulysses in Chicago. From the group of us originally, we've now grown to a group of over 65 guys.
Wow.
That we've got our own chat page and everything. And it's more than just hats. We help each other out. We actually had a unique situation. Don't want to go into too much detail with it, but one of our members wound up, unfortunately, getting brain cancer. And we were able to actually help raise for his medical bills over $2,500 just to give to the family just through donations from our group. Thankfully, he was able to beat it. And, we're definitely out there. Woody, we're thinking about you. He's out in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we're always with him. So that's how it started, and that's how it's grown. And now it's kind of spiraled out of control.
That's awesome. And I totally appreciate that, you're looking for some kind of outlet during COVID. I started drinking a lot of alcohol and posting videos, chugging. You got to find something to do during that crazy
Right.
time. So,
Yeah.
How crazy is the collection now? You keep, talking about it, but like, let's get into the meat here. How? Whoa, that's fucking awesome.
What's the number?
What's the number? Well,
Yeah, how many?
why don't you each take a guess?
All right, whoever gets it.
All right.
This is like
Okay.
music. All right.
All right.
There's
I got
15.
162.
There's 15 of those duffels over there, just as a point of reference.
160.
No. Oh, that's good.
Over 152. All right,
Yeah, no,
Rob, you go next.
let me look.
I'm gonna say you have 632 hats.
Wow, going.
Ross,
big.
what did you say, Ross?
I was way
150.
too low now that I think about it.
I don't. Shit, I don't. 375. I don't fucking know.
577 plus. I'm gonna guess.
All right, that's it. Here we
Yep.
go.
That's it.
You got a drum roll, guys, or
We got in honor of John Adams. Get a drum roll here.
all right. The number is 612.
Oh,
Dang.
612. I was
612.
over.
612
over.
lids.
612.
I
Wow.
was close though, man. I was within 20.
Yeah, you were way over. So you lose, I win.
You're like Jim Tomey
Get
over
outta
six.
here.
You're
I was
the over
closer.
600 club. You're
No,
Jim
it's not.
Tomey.
You can't go over. Everyone knows that we're playing Price is Right rules. The fuck
Yeah.
out of here. How long does it like how many hats are you procuring? A week to for that to happen? Do you get them like a bunch at a time, or is it like here's one, here's a? How
Well,
does it happen?
As I said, I'm at 612 right now. I've got 6 more that are on the way. Sometimes I buy onesies. If there's a deal like Memorial Day weekend, I drop the 4 spot with one hat company. There's Sean, one of the pendejos right there. Yeah, so it just varies. I mean, the various hat clubs, hat club is out there. There's a lot of different places that we get these hats from, these shops, Hat Dreams. I worked with them before. We'll get to that one, but anyways, yeah, it varies. It could be 1, it could be 2. There could be a dry spell if there isn't anything good coming down the line from any of the Cleveland teams. I'll just sit and wait till I find something that I like.
Wow. So they're all Cleveland teams?
They're not all. I do have some independents. I do have some minor league hats in there. I do have some other Major League Baseball teams with different themes, different hooks. And you'll see that when I go through my top 10. But yeah, the majority is, I've got over 80 Wahoos alone, just Wahoos. You got a lot of different variations of the C, the block C, the script C, from back in the day, 1930s. The script I, I've said the flared C is the other one. You got the Guardian C, the Flying G, the block C with outline, block C without the outline. Sometimes there's a unique side patch that have become popular that I like, something unique. But if there's a Wahoo out there, I'm finding it. I'm turning over stone.
When the Browns make like a draft hat like this bad, do you just say fuck that? I'm skipping that one.
Yeah, I'm not even looking that direction. And like I honestly didn't like any of the ones that just dropped, the preseason ones. I have no interest in that.
I want to say thank you all. You got a lot of people chiming in, watching tonight, man. Some of your people in your head. I want to thank them all for tuning in tonight, man. There's Sherry.
Hey, thank you. No, I did not wear one at my bar mitzvah. I just don't rock the traditional yarmulke.
Nice. So let's see. You got you're gonna unveil a top 10 hats.
Yes. So
are you ready to do that now?
I'm ready. I got it right here. So waste no time. So out of
10.
Out of the 612,
better than when Roger does the top 10 list. You're gonna get the top 10 hats in reverse order.
All right.
Out of 612 collections. So these are going to all be.
No particular.
Okay. How long did it take you to get down to 10 out of those 6? I mean,
12.
Geez, oh man.
I'd probably say it took me a solid.
I mean, what was it like, age or money? What was the deciding factor? Or is it more sentimental, like to your, you know what I mean?
I think
or a combination.
Uniqueness of the hat, the logo, the design, or a hook to it that has special ties to me.
Okay.
The theme, solid, very nice. So yeah. So we'll just go for the first one. This is a hat that I've never seen before out there in the wild, and when I did see it, I had to pick it up. This is the interlocking 1920 World Series champion Cleveland Indians with the interlocking I and C.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my God! So you said no particular order, so that might be the best one. We might.
You know what's so funny about that hat? If we, let's be real, Chief. You know, I like that, but let's be real. If we're not 1920 World Series champions, and say you would say we were the last place team in 1920, and this is what our uniforms look like, would the wow factor be there with you, or that championship logo on the side? That looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean the interlocking I and C over the state of Ohio with the little star for Cleveland. I mean that just. It's clean. It's nice. Yeah. It's a solid world championship patch.
Yeah. That patch is nice.
Of which we only have 2. So when you see it,
that is yes. When I see that, I can't help it. Then I look at the 97 stuff, and it just breaks my heart when I see the Marlins with World Series stuff. It just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Okay, that is nice. All right. Now that's 10.
That's 10.
That's 10.
That's number 10.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
Here we go. Number 9.
Now, just don't go after me too hard on this one. This is a part of the Hat Club's horror pack.
I love it.
This is the Michael Myers hook.
Oh, I love it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Man, that is a cool hat.
So what you got is the Chicago Cubs, because obviously Haddonfield, Illinois is Chicago. So you've got the mask color, the dark eyes, the devil's eyes, along with his navy outfit that he wears, the jumper, the gray under visor of the blade.
Wow.
The brown is the hilt of the blade to go with that ivy, and the light blues that are mixed in with the mask a little bit. But you can see that mask.
Yeah, that's very
cool.
Cool.
Dr. Loomis should have done better with that young Michael, and we would have never had those problems in Haddonfield.
So this is the only Cub hat that I own.
That is sweet.
We respect it. All right.
Next, let's go back to the Buckeye State with the Trident.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
With the Woody Hayes. Oh,
he thought we won. I wonder what. Oh, this coincidence.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Woody Hayes writing off the chalkboard that is sublimated over the hat.
Wow. That is phenomenal. Hey, Roger, what do you think of that one?
Next.
Hey, don't be disrespectful to our guests. Fuck you.
That's a beautiful hat. That's a beautiful hat.
O-H. That's right.
Yeah, Roger's he's his glucose level is high or something. He had to go. He's gone.
Moving along. This may look like a little plain Jane, but this is actually unique. So this is a traditional Block C Cleveland hat that was worn in the 80s. However, when you look at the side patch, what we're getting into here is the 1981 All-Star Game side patch that actually has Chief Wahoo on it that they don't make anymore. So
look at that, pretty man.
out in the wild, when you're looking and you see that they make the 1981 side patch hats, they look like this.
Wow.
With the block
man.
C in it.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty.
This is what you get nowadays.
I think I prefer what you're talking about right there, Chief.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is.
Man,
that's beautiful.
That's a beautiful hat. I'd have to wear them though. I'd have to wear them.
Traditional green undervisor. But yeah.
and also that 81 All-Star game, didn't they start that in August because of a player strike or something? And I remember Rocco Scotty. I don't know. You see, I used to go down the stadium. If you're a true Cleveland Indians fan or Guardians fan, you know Rocco Scotty when he sang that national anthem at Old Municipal Stadium. And he sang it at the
81. That's the year I got my driver's license. Somebody said that was the year they were born.
Now, as a side note, since I had it, showed it to you, this hat is also part of the Hat Club Horror Pack. This is the Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street because Springwood, Ohio was close to Cleveland. So that is why this hat, and I even got the special pin.
Wow, look at that. That's cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Nice.
Nice.
A little special touch right there.
Yeah.
Man.
This is wild.
Wow. How do you know where to find these things? Like, is it like you just got to hunt them down or?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the hat community, drops happen. You get the emails. You know exactly what's dropping when. And this is the last one. This is also one of my favorites. The Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, Crystal Lake, North Jersey. So they went with the Mets. You got the gray of the blade. You got the blood. You got the hockey mask going on there, the black, the cream color, the red for the streaks, and a beautiful side patch to match all those colors.
Wow.
Nice.
So that closes out my 3 horror pack hats.
All right.
Back to the top 10. This is the Dawg Chug, right?
This is the Dawg Chug.
Is that what this is?
We are Browns fans, so when you're a dog, you're a dog.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. What is that?
Your Chinese Mandarin symbol for dog.
Wow.
Wow. That's cool, man. That's cool.
That's unbelievable. Jessica just said this is even cooler than she thought it would be. She's the one that realized.
And we're learning Mandarin tonight. We're learning different languages too.
I need that one.
Thank you, Jessica.
Wow, that's sir.
It's a nice.
Awesome.
You see, it's got a nice gradient in it. Gradient stitch.
Yeah, I gotta hop in for this one. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, like if you wanted a hat like that, is there even a chance or what? Like
I have not seen it anywhere I've been collecting.
What would it take for a guy like, all right, we got Paul Brown. Paul Brown, he's got more money than King Edward over there in England, right? What if he opened up the checkbook and said, all right, I want to wear that to when I go to, what is that, Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you wanted to buy it? What's the price tag?
Roger's pimping you out. He's making a business. You're going to rent hats or you're going to sell them. I don't know what he's got going on here.
Oh, Brown season tickets for life, maybe.
Ooh.
That's just that. It's rare. It's beautiful. If I had a lot of money, I'd try to buy it.
The Browns Wahoo, the colorway.
This
is
wow.
Can't go wrong.
Started it all.
I gotta have that. Now that's perfect for me for Dawg Chug. Wow, great hat, man.
Thank you.
That's a great hat.
Thank you.
I love that hat.
All right, now we're gonna go off the grid a little bit. We got 1, 2, 3. We're halfway through. This hat is a minor league hat with a little bit of a story behind it. So the Albuquerque Dukes had a unique logo, and how many?
I played right field for them in 1977.
All right. Well, how many fans of Breaking Bad do we have?
I watched it, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, look at that.
We got Walter White in the Winnebago designed lowrider with the Albuquerque logo on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that's phenomenal.
I love the script Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Back. Nice color pop on the UV. But this hat got dropped kind of pseudo illegally. And they had
Oh man.
So somebody who owns the rights to this logo, not the team, but somebody else owns the rights of the Duke, caught wind that this was being dropped. And luckily I was able to scoop it up. This was one up off of from outside sources for a pretty penny. Had to have this one.
That's a big ass logo. That's sewn in, right?
Yeah. If it's everything's sewn in and stitched nicely, yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
You see it here first on Dawg Chug. Tune in every Wednesday, 10 p.m.
2 payments of $5.99.
All right, so I told you that COVID is what got me started on this, so it's only fitting that we got to have Wahoo.
Nice. Look at that.
Wahoo gangster.
COVID Wahoo.
Wow, man. Look at that.
Tomahawk.
That's phenomenal.
That is cool.
Awesome design on the UV.
Oh, man, that's gangster. Ed, I want to see you rapping in that.
I could spit some bars with that.
There you go.
You know,
That's
Justin
cool.
Bieber wears a tribe hat like that kind of. Doesn't have the covering, obviously.
They just keep getting they just keep getting better, man. It's amazing.
Now, this is the one.
I hope Anthony, our friend Anthony, sees this. He Collector was on here. I don't know if you know Anthony. I don't know. He's out of Seattle originally, and he recently moved to Cleveland within the last year and a half, 2 years. And he's a collector. He T-shirts and jackets, though. But, man, I'm going to have to DM him, make sure that he checks the show out. He's a T-shirt and jacket guy. And he's always got amazing stuff, too. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. Good. It's good. Listen, collectors.
I think everybody that collects something, my grandma, she collected spoons. You probably know her. She collected stuff. I think everybody that collects something knows each other. So
my grandmother collected little bells. So we had those in the house.
The beer's kicking in. The beer's kicking in, Chief. What do you got there? You got a local beer? What are you drinking?
No, got a little Muni Lot drinking team beer.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the Muni Lot Cozy.
Oh,
Mind Haze. Hey, IPA, I love it.
Yes. Yeah. So the next hat, we're down to the final three. This one is near and dear, I'm sure, to all of us. Hey, Leslie, can I be added to your will? That's hilarious.
Get in line, Leslie.
This one is my absolute grail. I honestly haven't seen it again also out there in the wild. I saw it once in my size. I had to pick it up, got lucky on it. The ultimate swinging Wahoo.
Wow. That's the greatest one.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's what I grew up with, man. That's fantastic. Oh, my goodness.
That looks great.
Wow.
That is amazing.
I like the bill. How it's clean. Yeah. It's so clean looking.
The gray undervisor is beautiful.
Yeah, how you can see that white, like on the bill, like right there, how you can see that white.
Just like that the white under.
Pop. Like, like that.
Yeah, man, that is.
That trimming.
Yeah,
it's a
Leslie,
trim.
you're in the back of the line, honey. Yeah. Look at that hat.
Standing tall.
And that's like. That's pretty.
Now, this next one again, because I don't know, I like this design. We are doing the beer chug, so we are playing them today. But when the mountains turn blue, you know that your beer is cold. So this is the Coors Light Rockies.
Oh, yeah.
Andy loves it. Look at that.
Bullet.
My mountains aren't that blue though. Wow. Yeah, see, I need
that's
that.
Pretty.
That's
need
nice.
upgrade.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Boston Casino drinking.
This was also a part of the Hat Club beer pack.
Wow. It's a hack I need to get in on.
Yeah, right. Gosh, that's going to be tough. You got some top. Number 3 and number 2 are really good. So number 1 has to be. This has got to be top spot right here.
Yeah, that's going to be tough,
I
man.
mean, that's.
All right.
So
We got ads going in the.
You got it, Scott.
Chat, by the way, just want to point that out. Sorry.
what were you say?
We got ads going in the chat. People are saying
somebody want a shout out. We'll pump
ads
you
are
out.
so cool, and some people are watching this. I'm going to go ahead and promote my book, so it's out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
We've never had an ad in the comments before, so I had to put it up there. It's pretty cool. Sorry.
No.
Let's go, Chief.
This last one, guys, is a design of my own. I was forced to create a hat with Hat Dreams out of the DC area, a small hat shop. And I there's, again, different themes, different hooks, as we talked about already, the beer pack, the horror pack. I did a 90s grunge pack. And as you can see behind me, my favorite band is Alice in Chains. So I wanted to do something especially unique that I would like. And I was fortunate enough to get this into production, and it's available out there if you wanted to buy it. It's there on their website still. Not a lot were made, so some of the sizes I know are sold out. But this is the tribute. The inspiration was the Alice in Chains Dirt album. Here we go. So if you can see, this was the Seattle. Obviously, I went with Seattle, their home team, using the colors of the album itself.
Wow.
Yeah.
The metallic.
Wow, look at that.
That's
That's
If you're
amazing.
familiar with that album.
That is.
Awesome.
Hey, I sat in and jammed with them at CBGB's in 1984. So, yeah.
So this is this one comes personal. It's just nice to see that, in some of my close brothers, they supported me and they bought the hat. So there's a few of them out there that people wear that I know they've shown it, they've taken pictures of it with it. It's just it's artwork. It's something that's left behind for anyone else to understand, to appreciate that this hat is actually out there.
Nice.
That's beautiful. That's pretty.
And I will say this. I'll close with this one. If there are any SpongeBob fans, any of you guys a SpongeBob fan?
Yeah.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't
That's
hate
my
him.
generation.
I can get my 4-year-old down here.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
There you go. Great
pants.
pants.
That's
brown pants.
How can you not like that?
I would have that dirty in like 30 seconds, man. I'd have fingerprints on it or something. That is too pretty. I couldn't have something that pretty.
It's still on
I
it.
couldn't have it.
Sticker is still on it.
Man, is that's sharp. Man,
Nice.
you wear that with some white patent leather loafers. You're in business.
Yeah.
There's your top.
My kids so
boys.
lose them.
Top 10 hats in a collector.
That's incredible. Those are incredible.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
man. Now we got to have you back on to do like 20 through 11 because it's too good.
Yeah, I think his top 10 was just a little better than mine. Just a little better than
Look
my
at that.
That is
It's
wild.
amazing. I knew 600 easy. Yep.
Yeah.
That is cool.
You also mentioned something about Cavs Kemp jersey signing. Want to make sure we hit that?
Oh yeah. So I used to work for the Cavs. I was in the front office and ticket sales with them from 90.
Our boy Dan. You probably knew him. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
From 97 to the 01 season, 01-02, actually 01. Anyways, so when we got Sean Kemp, I did season ticket renewal. I was handling those, and every year, season ticket holders, we gave away a season ticket holder gift if you paid your account in full on the first payday or the first cycle. So that year, they put me in charge of it, and our jerseys that year were done by Starter. So I said, hey, let's get all the jerseys. Let's just whoever pays our account in full can get a jersey, an autographed jersey, authentic autographed jersey of the player of their choice. Well, we had just signed Sean Kemp, so obviously everybody wanted a Sean Kemp jersey. So I worked with Starter, got the jerseys in. Some people wanted Zadrunas, some people wanted Brevin Knight. You had
I remember Brevin Knight. Yes.
Derek Anderson, Kentucky, Cedric Henderson. I mean, there were a few other guys scattered, and when those jerseys came in, we just sent them down to the locker room. They'd sign them. There wasn't a lot. It was real quick. Well, with Sean, we're talking a few thousand.
More than the Bobby Soros.
Yeah, that wanted the jersey. Yeah. So I had to actually schedule a 6-hour block in the morning when the team didn't have anything going on. Just me and Sean Kemp sitting in the Cavaliers locker room with all these jerseys laid out in front of him, and I'm just bringing them over in front of him. He's just signing them, and I'm pulling back. He's signing. I pull it back. He's signing. But I mean, a couple thousand of these things. Wow. So all I'll say is that the stories that this guy told, and I can't go into anything.
Can I ask? Okay, okay. You opened the door. I was going to go here, but you kind of opened the door. Okay. You don't have to say true or false or whatever this happened, but it has been known through X, the social media realms, through a big person in the X game, that this person, because she responded to him, but former porn star Jenna Jameson would fly into Cleveland to watch Sean Kemp play basketball. She confirmed it on X, and this person had a kind of conversation about the Browns draft, and she said that we should have taken Josh Allen, but Jenna Jameson, the Babe Ruth of porn stars, she would go to Cavs games because of Sean Kemp. And you were there in 97. I don't know if you know this or not, or maybe you have some inside knowledge, but we know Sean Kemp, he brought a different flair to Cleveland, and that was kind of fun a little bit.
He's got a hat. A Jenna Jameson hat.
Yeah, there you go.
There's no cherries on it. No cherries.
I know nothing about that situation. Sorry, Ed, I cannot comment at all.
Okay, fair enough.
I can confirm it's true, so it's all true.
Yeah, it's probably
it was on the internet. It's true.
I do have a Sean Kemp jersey hanging on the wall, so that is I was sure to at least take one of those home with me that day.
I will always argue that with those Fratello teams and some of that 97, 98 Cavaliers teams, if Zydrunas Ilgauskas doesn't have his foot injuries or whatever, that team started 20-6 that one year. They had some good teams, and it's just because of injuries and things like that. I think that Clevelanders, we got robbed of something that could have been. I mean, it worked out because we sucked and we got LeBron, but at the same time, it's like those teams I think get slept on a little bit.
Yeah, Judas was a great guy, always around, always putting the work in. So yeah, no, nothing but respect for Biggs.
None of us have ever gone to the Indians fan experience, the camp thing. You would imagine Roger would clearly have done that, but nope, he is not. I don't even know if you're allowed to leave the state of Ohio. But I hear you did this.
Yeah, 2013, I went to Indians fantasy camp and had the best experience of my life. There's nothing that can compare to that. Being out there for a week in Scottsdale, Goodyear, and staying at the hotel, being in the team locker room. The whole spring training facilities were open to us, the trainers, everything. A full week. My coaches, the pros of your coaches, my coaches, just randomly, luckily, happened to be two players that I idolized growing up. Mike Jackson is a pitcher, and I pitched in college. So learned a lot from him, Mike Jackson, and Carlos Baerga. I mean, it was the best situation to have him as a coach. So I would never go back because the experience was such a high level. There's nothing I could compare it to. So it was a one and done for me. But one of the funny situations, again, being a pitcher, played in college and whatnot, now still playing, adult leagues and whatnot. Up until that time, you had to be 35 years old at least to go. So it was like 35, 36 or something like that. Anyways, I was still throwing at a decent velocity at that time. And I've been, working out, throwing, practicing on the side. So we get down there and I'm popping the glove. People come around, they're watching. It's funny. I mean, nothing's going to happen with it, but it's still, you're still competing. So anyways, the first game I go out there to pitch, I strike out the side. Second inning, I go out, strike out the side. People start coming over to the field from other areas, whatnot. Next inning, third inning, I strike out 2 out of 3. So I go out to start the fourth inning, and Pat Tabler, the coach of the other team, walks out and stands on the mound. And he's like, "Yo, Blue, come on out here." So the umpire comes out. Next thing you know, Carlos is screaming in Spanish, like going berserk. Like, "What's going on? What are you doing talking to my pitcher?" Just everything. All hell's breaking loose. And Mike Jackson comes around. They're making a scene of it, but it's kind of serious. Like, he's doing fine. Why are you out here? Why are you bothering my pitcher? So he says, "Yeah, Blue, I'm not going to let another one of my players face this guy until he shows us some fucking ID."
Oh, that's funny.
And he's over 35 years old. So I had the baby face. I had clean shaven back then, so it was a little suspect. But
what were you topping off at? What were you topping off at when you back then?
Back then, I was probably low 80s as a lefty.
Okay, well, I could see why they'd ask. I could see why they would ask.
As a lefty, I mean, it was,
Yeah, Paul Osemacher threw, Ken Griffey Jr. killer back in the 90s. He threw that, I mean, if you're lefty, you don't have to throw it hard.
No, you don't. But it was still, it was a fun time. Good memories. Great scenario.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sid Manji hit me once in one of those. Sid Manji threw it and hit me in the thigh. I got first base. I played in one of those games once.
I got a single. You get one.
Do you remember Sid Manji? Do you remember Sid Manji? Yeah. All right.
You got a single. You got a single.
Off of Dave Burba. I got it.
Okay, Dave Burba was my guy. I loved him.
Dave
he's from Springfield, Ohio.
Yep. He's an Ohio boy.
Didn't Cal Quantrill remind you of Dave Burba?
He did.
Didn't Quantrill remind you of Burba? Something about him? Just not so much the way, just the way he walked, just the way he threw the way his delivery reminded me of Dave Burba. I don't know why.
By the way, my boy Tony's in the chat. He was on Dawg Chug a while back. Got to come back on, Tony. I was in Goodyear one time a long time ago, and Go Crisp. There was like a bar because there's nothing to do in Winter Haven, right? We're there. There's a bar, so the whole team's at the bar. So it's like if you go there, you can kind of hang out with the team. And Coco Crisp was like hanging out with us and it was amazing. Like he wasn't acting like, "Hey,
that's cool.
Get the fuck away from me." He was just like talking to us for like a half hour. He chugged a beer with me. It was amazing. What a guy, Coco Crisp.
Very cool.
Love that guy. Anyway,
Nice. Yeah.
This is all amazing.
Thank you.
My God.
Yeah, definitely.
Never knew how much fun it could be having a collector on. But now we're gonna put you to the test.
Uh-oh.
You've got to sit here and talk about your collection, which is amazing. It's entertained all of the fans. But now we're gonna put you to the test. We're gonna talk Cleveland sports. We're all gonna go around the horn here. We're gonna play a little game we like to call Spit, Sip, Chug. So here's how it works. I'm going to read a statement. We're gonna go around the horn. We'll start with Roger. Roger, you are definitely not allowed to sip today.
I'm half in the bag already.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, man. You could spit that every time. We're gonna go around the horn, and if you agree with the statement strongly, you're gonna chug and explain why. If you disagree strongly, you're gonna spit and explain why. And if you're somewhere in the middle and your name isn't Roger, you can sip. But Roger doesn't get that privilege. So we'll start with an Indians statement because that's your bread and butter. So this should be easy for you. If we had traded Jose Ramirez instead of extending him last year, the Guardians would be about a 500 baseball team right now.
Wow. I was with the new skipper too.
What my thoughts are on it?
Roger's going to go first, and then we're going to go around the horn, and eventually,
we'll go around the horn.
It's that way you get a hang of it, because
yeah,
I'm going to spit. I'm going to spit just because when Stephen Kwan went down, and I'm thinking, man, that is a big hole. This guy's got the best on base percentage in baseball. He's the best leadoff hitter in baseball. He's a Gold Glove left fielder. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. And man, we just kept plugging along. Now, Stephen Kwan is not Jose Ramirez, but I think that even without Jose Ramirez, this team is still better than a 500 baseball team with all the young talent that they have. Better than 500. They're not as good as they are right now and winning like they are. Jose Ramirez has killed May. Killed May. May's like waving goodbye to Jose Ramirez. Thank God he's gone. He's killing them. So, but they'd be better than 500. So I'm spitting on that.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction on mine here. Basically, I mean, when your best player runs out every fucking, going to first, when your best player, is mad when you're up by like 7 and he strikes out or whatever, that just sends a message to the young team, and the young team needs a message, and they ain't getting that from Kwan or, Naylor. They're getting it from Jose Ramirez. So I do think he interjected a lot of like, we can do this. We're not a team that, lost a Hall of Fame manager, and now we are just going to suck in this terrible division. Like, they all read the room that Jose put out there, and they said, yeah, we got to play our best every day, every time, every at bat. So I think I do think if the parallel universe where we traded him got a bunch of prospects, I think right now would be treading water. So chugging. Ed.
Oh my God, I don't, between Roger and your answer, I don't know. I'm mad. I'm mad at the statement because I want to chug, I guess, but I got to spit because look, Jose Ramirez. Okay. This Guardians team is doing really well, and one of the hottest starts in franchise history. That's great, but here's the deal: if they don't have Jose Ramirez carrying us, when they won 9 out of their last 10 games, Josh Naylor just started to kind of get hot. I mean, really, as much as that's how great Jose Ramirez is doing and leading the league in RBI. And I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue around 500, but that's kind of like what we thought with this division and who they're playing, and with Kwan and the starting pitchers, but then Shane Bieber got hurt, and then Gavin Williams got hurt, and I know he's got a rehab assignment tonight in Columbus. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think this team, if we would not have re-signed and would have traded them, I think that, we would be probably worse than 500 because there's other factors that would have played in effect in how this team was built going into the year and everything. And, and it's amazing. And what he's doing is he would win the American League MVP. Now I know he'll probably get snubbed by some New York Yankee later on, but we can argue about that later. So I got to spit. Damn it. I wanted to chug.
All right, Chief.
Yeah.
It's on you. You collect hats, but can you talk Browns in a less douchey, obnoxious way than the three of us?
We're 0 for 3. Well, with 3 for 3 being douchey.
They would finish below 500. You take him out of the order. Nobody left to protect Naylor. Okay. And now you look at, yes, we are right behind Philadelphia for the best record in the league. But take a look over on the stats sheet and go over and see runs scored. We're 10 runs scored, only 10 behind Philadelphia, who has a monster offense. You take Jose Ramirez out of that offense, there is no way we are going to be anywhere near the top in runs scored. Then you couple that with the injuries to the starting rotation over 162 games. There's no chance we're a 500 ball club. We are definitely below.
Wow.
Yep. All right. So at this point, here's where I ask, who do you want to replace? Roger, Ed, or me, or Ross?
You got a spot.
What do you mean? I got to replace somebody?
Just knock like the dead weight out and make us better.
Oh my God. All right. Well, if for nothing else, because you pulled out the Michigan hat, Roger, I'm sorry.
All right. Sorry, Roger.
There you go.
All
That's
right,
it.
What's up, everybody? I'm back.
All right. We're going to move it
a
along.
Cavs
We
statement
got to
anyway
bring
coming
Roger
up,
back
right?
for real, though. Roger, you can close out the show. You're obviously, you got to We're gonna.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You. Yeah.
I'm off next week anyway.
All right. Statement number 2. We're gonna start with. I don't know where we started with Roger, so now we got to start with that. After relieving JB Bickerstaff late last week, the Cavs are in a better position than they were at the end of the season.
I am chugging. Here's why. Brian Windhorst said that he believes that Donovan Mitchell has a more stranglehold on the Cavaliers organization than one LeBron James does with the Los Angeles Lakers. That is a good thing, Cleveland. For a city that's starved and your stars usually go elsewhere, and I can say these things, Chief, because I'm from Cleveland and it pains me to say these things, as we all know. But Donovan Mitchell, we traded for a superstar, and that's what he is. And he wants some kind of ownership with his Cavs organization. He wanted JB Bickerstaff gone. Oh my God, heaven forbid a superstar wants to get a coach fired. It happens all the time in the NBA. Jordan did it with Doug Collins. Sorry, Phil. But Doug Collins, and then they got it's great. We're in a better position because Donovan Mitchell has bought in. He's going to sign an extension, and it's going to be great for the city of Cleveland.
All right.
How about that?
Chief.
I'll definitely agree and double down on what Ed said. I think we are a better team without him. Through those first 3 years, the growth factor, the development factor with those younger guys, that was required, that was needed. But to break through and get to that next level, that upper echelon of teams, of coaching, he's not an elite coach. He's not someone that's going to come in and make that team grind through the playoffs and get us to that next level. It showed big time against New York last year, and one and done pretty much for us here this year. Where do we go? I'm not so sure, but at the same token, I feel that we are in a better position, coachless, than we were with him at the end of the season.
All right. I'm generally going to agree here. I think, my God, when you look at the lack of development with Mobley, I think that's kind of where I get the most angry at JB. Very nice guy, and hate that he got fired. But when I think about the Cavs development, that's where it needs to go through. It didn't quite happen. I think sometimes maybe the insecurity or the pressure made him focus on winning games over developing what we had potentially. I don't know. So whatever. Obviously, it seemed like some of the players weren't the highest on keeping him. So I think we're better off because, again, Donovan Mitchell has to resign, and if that happens, the Cavs can keep doing their thing. And maybe that doesn't happen if we keep the coach. We'll see. I think I don't know that we're going to get a huge upgrade, maybe, because it doesn't seem like there's the best candidates out there, but I'm sure the Cavs are going to think it through, find a guy that fits what we need, and hopefully everything's going to be all right. So I am chugging.
Yes.
Yeah. Chugging. Yes. Let's go.
Shout out to BC Bucks before you go, Ross. Atkinson. I see Atkinson. He put it twice. I think he's right. Kenny Atkinson would be a great hire, I think, in Cleveland. Nice. I would agree with that.
All right, Ross. You're our Cavs expert.
I had to chime in for this one because it's definitely a hot topic, but I was a JB defender. Yeah, I've said it several times on this show. Hey, he built this team. He made it a thing before we got Mitchell. He's kind of the reason we got him because he made our young team look great. But what I didn't like about him, and this is the reason we had to give up on him, he just he had his plan and he stuck with it. He didn't make adjustments or anything. It's almost like if the way we win didn't work, he was going to do nothing else, and he just said, you know what? This is the way we play no matter what. That's not how you win playoff basketball, and we have a roster that is made to win playoff basketball games. Yeah, you can say we weren't supposed to beat the Celtics, but could we have won more game? Absolutely. We were in more than that one game we won. The Celtics didn't kill us like they kind of did. Well, heck, the Celtics haven't really killed the Pacers either. They just closed games out.
True that.
But this is the thing that's going to happen is we're going to make little changes here and there when we're this continuous playoff team, and we're going to sign a player that you have to adjust to and fit in. But we don't want to have JB who's just going to stick with his plan again. The last 2 years have been pretty much the same makeup of team and the same philosophy. Hey, play defense and hope you make threes. And when you don't make threes, Donovan Mitchell is allowed to be a ball hog. That's kind of our plan. But we have to be more creative with that, and I think that comes from a coach. We're at a very good place still. It's not like it's the end of the world. Like, a coach could be the difference. Heck, even if we don't get rid of some of the players that are on the current
Right,
roster,
I would agree with that.
It could be a coaching change, but I think it's going to be a combination of both.
Yeah.
Because, the Celtics aren't going to get worse. The other teams in the East aren't going to get worse. Giannis is going to be more healthy again. No, we just got to do little changes. It's nothing to freak out about as long as we're in the playoffs every year, and I think we're kind of in that position still, pending some player things that are going to happen in the next month. But, no, the change is needed because we needed a coach that's going to adapt to whatever change happens.
All right.
So you're chugging. You're chugging.
Oh,
Chugging
chugging,
as well.
yeah.
Just chugging.
I'm chugging here. Roger,
I'm
you like
chugging it.
Ross? Yeah.
I'm a chugging because Ross, I'm agreeing with Ross. Ross is my basketball go-to, and if he says JB's out, JB's out.
Got it.
Oh, Roger, Roger, you're my baseball guy. I found a really funny clip about Jerry Seinfeld talking about the Mets and how baseball is hard and it's all random, and I need to share the clip with you.
All right. Sweet.
All right, we got two more, and we're going to end this show. Moving OTAs from May to closer to training camp, something that the Players Union is supposedly talking about doing. It makes sense. And Chief, we're going to start with you on this one. Is it better to move OTAs to like early July and let the players just have the full offseason off, or is it better to do it as we've been doing it for a lot of years?
When do I get to go?
Give them the time to heal. Let them be with their families. Give them that time frame to step away, do the things that they need to do to get their lives in line mentally, physically. Everybody needs a break, whether you're getting paid to play a sport or do what we do with our day jobs. Everybody works hard, but you need to hit that reset button. So, whether you throw in, commitment, how much activity are you going to get out of an OTA in the middle of May when the real deal isn't it's months away. They're not even thinking about it. They're more like, why the hell am I here? So I guess I'd leave it at that. I'd say, pushing it out versus having it now, I'm all for it.
All right. I'm going to go a little bit opposite there. I think like bringing in your rookies in May right after they get drafted and just getting them FaceTime in front of the coaching staff and like everything that happens is a good thing. And more than that, the NFL likes to be the only sport that's 52 weeks out of the year. Like we're all obsessed with the NFL. I don't know that it makes a lot of sense just to put this big pizza wedge, from essentially the draft until early July where there's nothing going on. So I don't think the NFL is going to ever adopt this plan. I think it'll just keep going the way it's going. It works. The good players don't really come to this portion. It's more for the guys trying to make the team, I think. And I think it works the way it's going. So I am going to spit.
Well,
Roger.
I'm coming in to relieve the Chief, and I got his back. I'm going to save it. I'm coming in for the save because listen, number one, bring your rookies in after the draft so everybody Nick Carnes can put fucking tweets out and fucking pom-poms waving. But this is what I don't want to see. All right. Because what it does is it gives everybody, like Andy just said, so-and-so didn't show up. Oh, he didn't show up. Why didn't he show up? Is he mad? And it gives the media a bunch of bullshit to write for 3 months. And we got to see that on the timeline. And people start arguing about that. And you know what the main reason is? Because it's fucking baseball season. It's baseball season. And get your ass back into the fall and start at the end of July, beginning of August, and that's when football starts. And I don't want to see any more football. You know what I started doing? The Barking Browns, one of their football questions, I answered with the baseball stat, just like last week. Anything I see with the Browns related, I'm going to respond with the Guardian stat.
All right.
Or Guardians information on any Cleveland Browns. I'm tired of it. It's baseball season. Your Cleveland Guardians are one of the best teams in baseball, and get on board. Football starts in the fall.
All right. So
Bunch of it.
Roger wasn't so much agreeing with you, Chief. He's just very angry over
Yes,
how
that too.
others prioritize their fandom. By the way, the Guardians are going on a little bit of a run with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Ed.
Well, he kind of stole my thunder. I wanted to be mad, and then I don't know. Here, I'm gonna chug.
Sorry, Ed. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna chug. It does make sense because I think it may not be something that we want as fans or this wants or different interests want, but essentially it probably makes sense to somebody whether they adopt it or not. That's up to them because here's the thing. Do you guys care when your local police or fire when they have drills and stuff like that? No, you just think that they can do their job. Same with the Browns players. I don't know when you're practicing. I know we get all obsessed about when you are because when Deshaun Watson throws that 5-yard pass and we go crazy as Browns fans because it's that little bit of football. That craziness
has nothing. Channel.
Is anyone going crazy?
Well.
You got to follow different people, Ed. That's your problem.
Okay. Well, I guess my point is this, Andy. The same people must be influencing you because, Andy, I'm going to get mad. Why did you – is this the Barking Browns, Andy? This statement right here, of all the things you could have written, you're actually worried about, I don't know, things actually have to do with the Browns. I didn't think this was this kind of show, Andy. I'm very disappointed in you, and now that's why I'm chugging because I just want to be,
So Roger was angry at Browns fans, and Ed
I'm mad at you, Andy.
Anger towards me. I guess.
Yes, I'm mad at you.
All right.
I'm anti-Browns right now.
That's fine. All right, I wrote a shitty statement. I apologize.
So I think double down. Call me an asshole. Double down. Let's fight.
No, the last one was great.
All right. Okay, we got one more for you guys.
This is it. This is a good one.
Jared Allen is more likely to be with the Cavs next season than Darius Garland. I'm going to start us off, and I know we just had that press conference where our not our general manager, our president of basketball operations, whatever the stupid title is, he said we're not going to make sweeping changes, which suggests we'll get everyone back. I'm not buying that. Someone's got to go. Someone's going, and I mean they're the 2 most likely to go. I would assume out of the major players. But yeah, I definitely think Jared Allen is, man, it's interesting because Jared Allen's probably a little more valuable, potentially. Maybe I'm off on that, but Darius Garland is, God, had such a bad season. His trade value's down. So what are they going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to go with, I think Jared Allen will be here, so I'm going to chug. Sorry. I'm getting drunk, so. The quality goes down a little bit.
I like drunk Andy better.
It goes from here to even you can't even see my hand.
I think our producer went to sleep. I think you know what? I am spitting on that because Darius Garland, nobody's going to take that contract. They can't move that contract, right? Isn't that contract? He's not even playing up to it. Jared Allen is older. He's a veteran. I mean. And you know what, Andy, you're right. Jared Allen carried them, man. When everybody was hurt, Jared Allen was out there getting doubles, humping it up and down the floor all through April, all through March and April. He was the workhorse, man. All year he was out there when everybody else was on and off the injured list. Jared Allen was solid and steady all year. I love him personally. Darius Garland he leads with his chin, leads with his nose. Every time he goes in, he's getting his face beat in. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't think they can trade. I think the problem with Darius Garland is the contract that they gave him was premature. And that's according to Hiram, my boy Hiram, who loves Sexton. So I'm not a Darius Garland fan at all, though. I've never been. I was more of a Sexton fan. So I'm going to have to – I'm spitting on it.
Ed.
I'm going to have to spit. And I want to say this, Andy, for your last statement being garbage as it was, this one is a great one. Here's why. because you let it off of Jared Allen being more likely here than Darius Garland.
Right.
And I like that because you guys, for the, your two responses were basically saying how Jared Allen is better. And you would think to yourself, if Jared Allen is better than Darius Garland and more valuable to the team, why is he the one that would most likely be gone? And that's the reason why, because he's actually better. For teams out there. If you're going to trade for somebody, more value with Jared Allen, like Roger's point in that contract, it's not the end of the world. Look, if any team kind of likes, unlike the NFL, if they like Darius Garland, there's going to be plenty of suitors that for both players. But I think what it comes down to is this: it's like, do they think they can rehabilitate Darius Garland? Because the upside on a Darius Garland, you're always going to have an undersized backcourt with Mitchell and Garland. I get that. But if Garland could be what he was 2 years ago, guys, before they got Mitchell here, if he can be a semblance of that player that he was, I mean, sorry, Jared Allen. And another thing, too, to your point, Andy, you made a great point about Evan Mobley. You got to develop him, and it probably will be easier to develop him without Jared Allen. So that's why I'm spitting. Great statement, Andy.
All right. Thank you, Ed. And now, Chief, man, this is the end of the show, so the pressure's on you. And this is a tough one for all of us.
I put the hat on. I put the number one hat on. Wrap it up.
He's got a great hat on. That's a sweet hat.
All right. I'm sorry.
Somebody was like making wagers out there if there was an over/under on how many hat changes I would have, and I'm rocking this start to finish. He said to close it. Well, right now, I'm on the Dawg Chug. The lights are bright.
Uh-oh.
Those are bright lights. I don't see him staying. I think you get rid of him when the value is there. What he can bring to another team, what we're going to get back. I mean, you talk about the contract. There's a lot of moving parts to a one-person trade, and whether he stays or goes, I mean, I'm not as educated as you fine gentlemen are.
I think you're pretty.
I think you kind of are.
But no, honestly, in my gut, I think they both stay. I do think they both stay.
Wow. So you're sipping.
Okay. Sipping.
I'm gonna sip.
I love sipping is my favorite.
Yeah.
I miss sipping.
The core four is back. The core four is back.
I'm accidentally drunk again. I miss sipping.
Nice. Well, Roger, here let me give you a little guarantee. Next week, I promise I'll let you sip. All right.
You're probably not going to be here. You got something going on, or
fine. Then I'll send word to Ed and Russ to let you sip. I don't think anything's going.
He's better when he's drunk. I think this is a great rule. No sipping.
All right. Well, this has been one of my favorite episodes of the Dawg Chug. Chief, you are phenomenal. Please come back anytime you want to do this nonsense again. This is so much fun.
Thank you, gentlemen. If you
to realize how lame my fucking stupid hats are. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
You want to
throw that in the fireplace?
We can go team centric next time. We could go. You want all Browns? You want all Cavs? You want all this?
I mean, I loved that it was all from left field. Like you had some, Mets hat. Cubs.
Just beautiful. Hey, this is the hat I got my eye on. I want your opinion between the two. I'm a big minor league fan. Okay, and right now the Akron Ducks, they got either the white French onion salad dressing hat or the Barberton chicken hat, and they're pretty sweet. Look at minor league hats are awesome. There's so many cool minor league hats. I think I'm going to get the Barberton chicken hat.
Go with the guy.
You got to check those out.
You can't go wrong with the chicken.
What was it?
You can't go wrong with the chicken hat. There, you got to.
You have it?
You brought it up. No, I don't have that one. But
he has probably the San Diego chicken.
Yes, I do. Well, I do have a different San Diego. This is the Delmarva Shorebirds.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's all right. Beautiful.
Because the Delaware Hens, this is all They got chickens galore down there.
Wow, I love it.
Probably where the chicken you eat every day is coming from, Delaware.
I gotta get my glasses on.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's been fantastic. Chief, again, you're phenomenal.
Thank
Drink if you got them. And yeah, let's tune in next Wednesday at 10 p.m. to see like a shittier version of the show. But maybe there'll be some laughs. Anyway, go Browns, go Guardians / Indians, go Cavs, and go hat collection. I gotta upgrade my lids. Let's go.
Pendejos, Betty. Pendejos.